Food cravings during weight loss. It's one of the biggest freaking struggles because you might not be that hungry when you're doing weight loss. You might be, but you may not be. But you may be struggling with cravings. And what does this look like? This looks like, it's the end of the day. You're doing great. You're in a calorie deficit. You've only had 1,800 calories, 2,000 calories. But then you go to the freezer, you see the ice cream, and you grab it. You told yourself you weren't going to do it, but you grab it. You start eating it. I know this happens, yo. I've been on this journey where, you're doing good, you're hitting your macros, getting your protein, everything's going good, calories are good. It could have been something just came out of my mouth, but it could have been you had a good entire week. But then Sunday comes, Saturday comes, whatever day comes, and you go crazy. You see the ice cream and you just can't control yourself. Why do I keep bringing up ice cream? Well, that's what happened for me. Like quite a few times, I would be having a good time and then see the ice cream in the freezer before you know it. That whole tub is gone. And a whole tub of ice cream, that's like 2,000 calories. Your diet is let's just say you probably reversed like a good 3-4 days of work right there. Does not feel good at all. But anyways, so how do we deal with this? We know it's a problem. How do we deal with these cravings, with these issues? Today I'm going to give you some of the best strategies that I have now that I like to implement with the, fat loss protocols and the diets that I wouldn't say set up, but that I, pursue. And the first one is getting all the tasty, crappy junk foods out of your house. Like, if you're dieting down and half the food in your house is like Oreos and just tasty, delicious food, it's going to be so tempting to want to go and eat all that stuff. But if you have if 80% of the food when you're dieting in your house is like super healthy foods you're going to be eating on your diet that's going to help you stay on progress, then you're going to be fine because it's pretty much all the healthy food. I mean, if you're really extreme, you really want to take it to make sure you're successful, then just get all of that food out of the house. But, if you have kids or something, then obviously they still want to eat their crappy food, so, have it around. But just have the least amount you need in the house that you can. So don't be buying junk food. Don't be buying crappy food that is going to cause you to want to eat it and go crazy. So, yeah. And mostly comes down to taste, guys. Tasty food is the type of food you're going to want to eat and go crazy on. And usually tasty food is tasty for a reason, because it's high in fat, high in fast digesting carbs. So, and guess what? Those are going to be high in calories. So it's like a double whammy effect of you eat more and it's higher calorie foods too. So it's just a double whammy effect of making you fatter. So fill your fridge and freezer and shelves with foods that don't taste that good but aren't horrible either. Like fruits, vegetables, like meats and stuff. Because when you think about it. You can only eat so many fruits and vegetables and meats and like steaks and stuff before you're just like full or you don't really want to eat anymore. So if you really want to boil it down and tell yourself and make a diet that's super simple, that's easy to stick to, just stick to lean proteins, healthy fats. You can have your egg yolks, you can have some nuts, you can have some olive oil, flax seeds, for the healthy fats, and then the lean proteins, chicken breast, deli meats, protein powders, you can have those. And then, you could have your carbs, you could have vegetables, vegetables. Just make sure if you're having like potatoes, you don't load it up with butter because that's going to make it taste good, make it high palatable foods. So like vegetables, you can have those. And then, fruits, you can have fruits. Eat as much as you want. You're not going to get fat, guys. You're going to get leaner. So, and if you do gain weight, just control yourself. It's very unlikely, though, that you're going to gain weight eating those foods, lean proteins, chicken breast, vegetables. Most people don't get fat eating foods like that. Um, maybe they'll maintain their weight, but most people lose weight eating that type of food. So yeah, it'll help you reduce your cravings because if you have the high amount of junk foods around your house that taste super good, you're going to want to eat them. And then once you eat them, you're going to feel guilty. And then you're going to want to eat more of them to, kind of try and feel better about yourself because, feeling guilty sucks. No one likes feeling guilty, but, So yeah, just keep the foods out of the house if you can't control yourself, which if you're overweight, you probably can't. Like, if we're being honest, I couldn't. So just keep those foods out of, at least maybe not the house, but out of sight. Next is to make sure you're getting all your nutritional needs, guys. Hitting your protein, getting enough healthy fats. Like, even, let's say you have a diet with lots of lean proteins, lots of fruits and vegetables, but you're not getting enough healthy fats. You might be really cravey for fats because you're just, you're not getting enough healthy fats for your hormones in your body. So your body's really craving to eat more food and it's giving you hunger signals. Even though technically you've gotten enough calories, you're still craving more food because you haven't got enough healthy fats. So, just track your diet, make sure you're getting enough healthy fats. And from good sources. Like, some people say healthy fats and they just think, oh, I can eat a Kit Kat and I'll get my healthy fats. And, that's fine to eat a Kit Kat and get some fats, but you want most of your fats to come from healthy sources, so egg yolks, flax seeds, stuff like that. So don't think, oh, I need 60 grams of fat a day. I'm just going to eat 4 Kit Kat bars and get my fats in. That's not the same thing as getting your fats from, healthy sources. And also micronutrient needs, like all your vitamins and minerals and, choline, vitamin D, all those different minerals, or vitamins, and making sure you, have sufficient vitamins and minerals to support your body, to support your hormones, to support all the little functions. Because you could have a diet sufficient in calories and sufficient in macronutrients, but if you're not getting enough vitamins and minerals, things can still start to fall apart and you can start to really crave lots of food and have really strong cravings. And you're looking at your macros and you're like, I'm getting lots of protein, I'm getting lots of calories. Why am I so hungry? Why am I so cravey? It could be because you're not getting enough vitamins and minerals, and this might not make a difference if it's just a few days of eating bad and not getting enough vitamins and minerals, but if you're weeks on end, months on end, not getting enough, vitamins and minerals that your body needs, you could really start to affect your cravings, affect how you feel, your metabolism, hormonal health, which, because if you start to lose muscle, start to feel worse, so you're not moving as much, you're not in good of as mood, maybe your BMR went slightly down because you're not as warm, because your body's just less healthy because of the lack of vitamins and minerals you're giving it, your metabolism could reduce even though your calories are the same. So making sure you get enough micronutrients, enough vitamins, minerals. Just, if you want to be it simple, take a multivitamin. If it's the winter time for you or darker, take a vitamin D. Try to get most of your vitamins and minerals from real food because they're going to be more bioavailable, and generally your body is going to be able to handle them and break them down better than if you get them from like a multivitamin or from supplement form. So if you get it like from real food, like for example, I think if you really want, just eat like an egg or two a day, a whole egg with the egg yolk. That's going to provide you with tons of vitamins and minerals. as well as you can have, like, if you have access to it, liver, like beef liver or any type of, most types of liver are very micronutrient dense. The only thing with liver is it doesn't really taste that good, and it's also can be expensive and hard to get your hands on, so that's the downsides with it. But if you can, definitely liver is great. Making sure you get your veggies in your diet, different variety of veggies. Um, that's going to be really good for getting your macros in, and that'll make you feel better, help you perform better. And if you're working out better and your sleep is better and everything else is better, guess what? You're going to have a better physique, you're going to be leaner, feel better, have less cravings, and everything's going to feel better. Now, the next one is sleep. If you're getting a lack of sleep, guys, like poor sleep can really make you start to be hungry. Like, you get a few nights of bad sleep, you can really start to have some strong cravings for crappier food. Whereas if you get a bunch of good sleep, you have a few nights of good 8-9 hours, like just really good high quality sleep, you might just not even be that hungry. Like, you just, whatever, I could eat broccoli right now, whatever. Because you're just, whatever, you don't care. You're not hungry, you're not cravey. So, making sure you get good sleep, guys. Good sleep can literally cure most things. So, making sure you're getting at least, 7 to 9 hours, I would say, for most people, of good quality sleep. Try to sleep in a dark room. Try not to go on your phone. I don't think it's a massive deal if you wake up and check your phone really quick, but obviously, optimally, you wouldn't do that, so. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Just general good quality sleep is going to help you massively. And of course, that ties into the next one, which is keeping your stress low. You don't want to be super stressed out, especially when you're dieting, trying to keep cravings low. If you're super stressed out, it's going to make you just want to eat, make you cravey. For some people, if they're really stressed out, it causes them to eat less, but for those people, they're generally not super overweight anyways. So if you're like super stressed out and it makes you want to eat more to deal with that stress, that's obviously gonna cause you to eat more, or gonna want you to eat more at least. So making sure you keep stress low by working out, getting good sleep, and if you do have to eat because you're stressed out, just making sure you have low calorie foods that you can eat, keep you satiated, without going over your calories. Also, finding ways that don't involve eating food that help you stay low stress. Maybe you need therapy, maybe just playing video games, maybe talking to people, having more friends, being active, finding a new hobby that can help keep your stress low. But in general, keeping your stress low in general in life is awesome, but especially when you're dieting down, trying to keep cravings and hunger low, keeping stress low as well, gonna help you massively. But yeah, guys, I think those were my general tips. Also, just if you start to get cravings, you could try and keep your mind off of food by like go working out, doing other stuff. But then if the craving starts to turn to hunger, maybe it's just time for your next meal, bite the bullet, eat that next meal, but make sure it's, good food, micronutrient dense food, food that'll help you hit your calories and macros without going over. And of course, what's going to help you the most is hitting that subscribe and like button. So peace out, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. Peace out.